Mic check, mic check.
Mic check.
Oh yeah, why is the gameplay not going? There we go.
Run it.
What it do, what it don't, what it is, and what it ain't. It's your boy, Don Otaku, aka Don Solo, aka Solo the Don, aka Solo D Swaggy, aka Cody Luray. And this is Dual-Wield Gaming Podcast, episode 26. That's half a year, bro. Half a year of podcast.
Yes, sir.
And of course, who's been with me through it all? My co-host, Subegels, aka Subeg, aka the Green Thumb, aka the Gaming Gardener, aka Royal Flush. What it do? What you been up to?
Ooh, been grinding, man. I've been grinding, just every single day. Always something to do, but I'm good though. Been busy, of course. Got some stuff coming up. Exciting things. But with everything, like I'm working a lot more, so something has to go to like the wayside, right? And it's been the gym lately. I haven't been going to the gym, but I woke up today and I did an at-home workout, so it's all good. I kind of try to balance it, but I'm good though. I'm good. What about yourself?
Yeah, I've been cooling.
Yeah.
Same old shit for me. Although, I finally come around, bro.
Okay.
Big back activities is out the door. Health is
Okay.
wealth. I started my
Is it over?
I'm starting my diet and my exercise and shit.
Okay.
So, yeah, we about to go through this shit. So yeah, I'm trying to lose some weight. So
Let's go.
it's about to be a challenge, but we gonna make it through.
Of course.
So this morning ate some Greek yogurt with some granola, some nuts and some cranberries, and then ate a banana and an orange. So we starting the day off right.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, when it comes to the music, I'm on my Childish Gambino playthrough right now. Because of the internet. Honestly, he like even though I consider him one of my favorites, he probably has like the most inconsistent library of music for sure.
No, I absolutely agree.
Yeah, like because of the internet, that shit was crazy, but he has never had anything even close to that since. But I still mess with Childish Gambino a lot.
Yeah.
Pause. Messing with Childs sounds.
Oh no.
But yeah, that's been the playlist or the discography I've been going through lately. But let's talk about some games. Actually, I do just want to talk about something before we get into games, because something happened to me yesterday. It was yesterday actually. So Stealth 40K on Twitter, a very prominent Nintendo Twitter account. He usually just Nintendo Japanese games, but also he I use his tweets a lot because he usually has the great breakdowns on stuff that's happening, so I use his tweets in the show a lot as well. So he DM'd me and he was like, "Hey man, I'm sorry, but there was someone who scammed me, and he scammed me, and his account looked just like yours, and I ended up reporting you along with some of my friends." So like your account is like your account's probably about to get it suspended, but I talked to like the support about getting it like retracting that statement and everything, like retracting the reports and getting your account back. And I was like, so that same morning that I got that message, my Twitter was tripping. I wasn't able to go into people's profiles. My like, what do they call it? My feed was not reloading. I was like, oh damn, that's what it was. I got that message. I was like, yo, that's why that shit happened. Like my shit is blocked right now because of the reports. And he was like, yeah, you gotta talk to this guy here, and he should be able to fix it. It's fixable. Like, but I'm really like sorry about this. I'm trying to do everything I can to get your account. Like, I'm working with them to make sure that this doesn't go through. You just gotta contact this guy. I'm like, okay. So I was working at the time. I was like, cool. I'm like, yeah, it's okay. I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. Like, it's all good. So then I'm working. I'm like, I'm just gonna do it after work because I really don't have time for it. So then after work, I'm reading the message, and he has like screenshots of like the conversation that he had with the rep and what like the instructions of what I need to do and all this. So I'm like, okay, cool. So then I'm like, okay, he's telling me that the support guy that I need to talk to is on Discord, and I'm trying to search him on Twitter. The support guy is not on Twitter. Like his name is not popping up. So that was like, I'm like, okay, but I indulge. I go to the Discord, and then this motherfucker's like texting in command script. Like it's pulling up command boxes instead of actual text. I'm like, okay, red flag number 2. And then he starts asking me, he asked me, he's like, okay, to make sure we get your account back, I need you to go into your settings and change your email to this one that I've set for you. I was like, hell nah, this motherfucker trying to scam me. So turns out Stealth 40K got scammed, and his channel is like, his channel's fucked. He got like, someone has his channel, and he's DMing everybody that he follows. So and I saw him on Blue Sky. He said that like he fell for that scam that they just tried to hit me with. Like he fell for the exact same scam, and there was more people who almost fell for it too, like Introspective on Twitter as well, like almost got hit with it as well. So yeah, so watch out if someone's DMing you about someone's like someone reporting you and your account's about to get deleted. Just ignore that shit because it's a scam. So yeah, so I almost fell for that shit. I ain't gonna lie. That shit seemed a little too legit. Like the fact, but the funny, like what made it real to me was that Twitter was down at the same time that I got that message. That's why my shit wasn't working. Twitter was just down that at that exact time. So yeah. But yeah, make sure y'all pay attention. Anybody who asks you to change your email or ask for certain information, don't give that shit out. Don't change anything. They trying to scam your ass.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, that was my experience. But shout out to Stealth 40K. He did start a new account from scratch, which is crazy. He had a shit ton of followers. Just gone like that.
Yeah, wow.
But enough about that. Let's talk about some games.
Sure.
I actually haven't been playing too much. I never got to talk about this on this show, and I never got to put the gameplay up. But I did play the Sonic Racing beta, the Crossworlds beta, a while ago, and it was really good. Now, is it Mario Kart good? Nah. But
I mean, what is?
it's a pretty good alternative. It does some things better than Mario Kart. Like the trick system is a lot better than Mario Kart 8's trick system for sure. The sense of speed is faster than 150cc, but it's not 200cc.
Okay.
So, I wish the sense of speed was. I mean, I guess there could be more difficulties. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, things that I don't like is that the items are not punishing enough. Like if you get hit by something, you're slowed down for like half a second, and then you're right back to it. And there's nothing that makes you completely stop. You slow down, and then you just speed back up. Like. So if you're thinking you're about to stop somebody before they, like, you're in second place, you're about to hit somebody in first right before the finish line and stop them, it's not happening. But other than that, it felt really good. The drifting took some getting used to because I'm so used to having a jump. The jump to kind of like help me when I'm trying to hit a curve, but since you just go into the drift without the jump, and it felt weird doing that. I was raging, so it is a lot like Mario Kart in that regard.
Okay.
And also, there's barely any penalty for running into walls. Like you don't slow down. You can still accumulate your boost while you're drifting while running into the wall at the same time. I didn't like that either. You lose rings, but that's it. Like you don't slow down, and you can still accumulate boost if you're holding your drift. Unlike Mario Kart 8, if you hit a wall, you lose the accumulated boost.
I'm recording. I'm recording right now.
But yeah.
I'm recording. Mom, I can't. Okay.
But yeah, that's basically what I've been. That's basically what I've been playing. Or sorry, what am I trying to say?
My bad, bro.
Nah, you good. So I'm gonna Call of Duty. All right, Fragpunk. That's basically the game that I've been playing ever since it came out. And yeah, man, it's finally out. And there are a few changes to the beta, but for the most part, it is basically the same. A lot of UI changes and design changes that are really good. I like the new menu UI. It's well, I like the menu UI once you hit play, but they've definitely added a lot of free-to-play elements and a bunch of just clutter on the actual home screen, and you just see all of these events and challenges and all of this stuff going on at the same time. So that part isn't clean anymore, but I like the overall new changes that they made to everything else. They added an infection mode, like Halo Infection, called Outbreak. That was pretty fun for a little bit. I don't see myself playing it for a long time, but it was a cool distraction. They have a Rocketeers mode, which is everyone is broker, and you can only use the rocket launcher, and everyone's just like trying to rocket launcher each other. It was pretty fun. Other than that, the only character change that I've seen so far is Axon, the one with the mask and the guitar. He can no longer slide at any time, which was like his special ability. He can only slide when he has his guitar out, so you have to have the guitar out to slide. But yeah, other than that, it's basically the same. There is a new map that's pretty good. There are definitely some new cards that have been fun. There's one with these dogs. Everyone gets a dog on the team that follows you, and if they reach the enemy, they explode, and then they'll have like a flaming like area that if you walk through you'll get damaged. So yeah, it's been fun. Also, another change, you don't reset so once you start a round and you pick your character, it doesn't reset you and then you have to like try to fight to pick that character again. You'll stay with that character until you decide to change the character. So yeah.
Okay.
So also the what do they call it? The economy system when you're buying guns, instead of basically giving you like, oh, you have two, well, really, you have one of this shotgun, you have one of the other shotgun, you have one of the, now they put it into categories. So they'll do it like you have two shotguns. Doesn't matter which one you get. You can get two of the pumps, two of the semi-auto, or you can get two, or you can get one of each. But that you basically take away your allotment of shotguns. I like that design a lot better, especially for the ones that have a lot of different choices, like the assault rifles and the SMGs. You get a lot more freedom in just picking the one that you like 3 times.
Yeah.
So yeah. But that is Fragpunk. It's an amazing game. We've talked about it with the playtest, but this game is a lot of fun. And I will say, have you played it yet?
Nah, I haven't played it in full release yet.
So, I knew this was gonna happen, but it still sucks every time it does.
Yeah.
The progression and the unlocks, which were very generous in the betas. So I don't know if you remember, but it used to cost like 2,000 of those like gold coins to unlock a character. You know how much it costs now? 18,888.
Whoa.
So yes, they have slowed down progression when it comes to unlocking characters.
Wow.
But also, I mean, obviously in the beta, you want to be able to play with each character so you can actually kind of play test each one. So of course they slowed down. I mean, they sped up progression a lot. But it's just jarring to see that.
Yeah.
But they do give you a lot of unlocks just by playing at the start. So I think I was able to unlock 3 characters already. One was just given to me in the mail. Another one was given to me when I hit level 10. And I can't remember how I got the other one. So at the very least, you get some freebies if you just play the game enough. And then what else was I gonna say? Oh, and then of course they added actual microtransactions that you can buy, another gold currency that you can actually pay for, which I did indulge in and get some stuff. I got the battle pass, which there are 2 or 3, I should say. There's the free battle pass, there's the premium battle pass, and then there's the ultimate battle pass or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, y'all bugging, but I'm gonna indulge because I fucks with y'all. So yeah, I got the ultimate battle pass.
Okay.
And then I bought Circuit a skin. So yeah, I'm not holding back right now.
Okay.
But that was Fragpunk. Still playing Avowed. Not gonna talk too much about that. It's still going. But I did play a little bit of Split Fiction with my girl, and all I can say is that if you love It Takes Two, you're gonna love Split Fiction. It is the same formula, just new characters, new environments, new gameplay mechanics. They were throwing new things at me every like 10-15 minutes, which is what I love. Joseph Ferris, king of co-op, there's no denying it. Like, yeah, like it was amazing. We only played for like 2 hours, but we enjoyed a lot of it. The story is just there. It's just like It Takes Two. It's not the primary focus. Both of the characters seem pretty likable so far. So yeah, not very challenging so far either. Except for my girl, she was dying a lot, but that's just because she don't play these type of games much.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah,
Nice.
Split Fiction. I'm not I'm not far enough to be like, oh, I like the stuff that I want to see when people are talking about the never seen in a video game before type shit that Joseph Ferris was talking about in some of the reviews. So still getting to that. We just don't have enough time to play together as much.
Yeah.
But yeah. And yeah, that's all I've been playing.
Okay.
But yeah, what you been up to? What you been?
Yeah, I haven't been playing too much. I do want to go back to Avowed. I was eyeing it last night before I went to bed, but I was like, damn. But I do want to talk a little bit about Split Fiction because I played it. Probably played just about as much as you. I only played a couple hours. We got to that part where, did you get to the part where you're on the motorcycle and then the other player had to like type in on like the phone, like they had to like go through the dude, that part's crazy because
we stopped right after you get the first side quest where you go into the sand with the sand sharks.
Okay.
So that's where we were at.
I got it. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, that part is just crazy because it's I don't think I've ever seen that in a video game. So you'll witness it if you get through it. If you do it, you do get an achievement. So you get like, I think it's an 100-point achievement on the Xbox. But yeah, Split Fiction is cool. It's really fun. It's really performant too. I think it performs really good. I think it's on Unreal Engine 5, right?
I don't know about 5, but it's on Unreal Engine for sure.
Yeah, it's on an Unreal Engine for sure. But yeah, dude, that game it's a lot of fun, and I love like how they handle the platforming as well. But yeah, so other than Split Fiction, just played a few hours of it though. I think I'm on chapter 3 or 4, one of those. But yeah, still playing Pirate Yakuza. Still having a fucking blast with it. I've got to a point where my Sea Dog style has all the abilities. So if you hold Y, you can shoot your gun. If you hold B, he like has that like get over here chain, like in Mortal Kombat. It's a ton of fun. I'm really loving that game. But yeah, so still, I think I'm on chapter 3, which is probably a little bit more than halfway through the game for that too. It's not that long of a game, so I'm almost done. But yeah, I'm trying to get through that so I can go back to Avowed and beat that, and then I can get ready for either Assassin's Creed Shadows or Xenoblade. But yeah, other than those games, I've been playing Balatro. Still having a ton of fun. I think I'm on Black Stake now on PC and Xbox on the blue deck. And then I'm on the second stake. I forgot which one that is, but on the Switch with the green deck. But yeah, getting the wins. Just got a win last night. It's a ton of fun. I'm trying to get I was telling you earlier, I'm trying to get that deck that balances the mult and the chips that you score. So I'm trying to get to that deck for sure. But yeah, that's really all I've been playing though.
All right. Yeah, I need them to put crossplay in Balatro like ASAP. Because I don't want to. That's what's really keeping me from playing on mobile and on Game Pass, because I really don't want to keep starting over just because I want to play on a different device.
I got you.
But yeah, man. Also, it is Unreal Engine 5 Split Fiction. I looked it up.
Okay, nice.
All right, let's get into our on the radar, and got a good one because we got Battlefield. Not or I guess it's not named yet, but Battlefield, whatever the fuck they call it. I'm guessing Battlefield 6. It just feels right for this to be Battlefield 6. But a lot of leaks for a supposed closed NDA playtest. And surprisingly, these videos have not been taken down from these big sites or big Twitter accounts like Modern Warzone and Charlie Intel.
Yeah.
So it's out there, but they seem to be hitting all the right notes. And the biggest takeaway from this gameplay is the destruction is back, and it's so on point. It's back to Battlefield 3. It's like in between Battlefield 3 and Bad Company 2 levels. Bad Company 2 levels, I don't think we'll ever reach that again.
Yeah.
But we're hitting like Battlefield 3 levels of destructibility, which is more than enough for me, honestly. But yeah, man, it looks good.
Yeah.
That's not what I want to do. Oh yeah, I don't want to do full screen though.
Okay.
So yeah, just showing some of the destruction.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the same video. But yeah, some of the key details, just going off of the gameplay that we've been seeing. The squad cam feature from the respawn screen is returning. Vehicle ammo supply stations will be introduced. The scoreboard will feature a top squad ranking. Drones will be available for use. Players will be able to play as regular soldiers without any special characters. Destruction has been enhanced, and damage numbers will now appear on the screen as well. So yeah, here's some more of the destruction. Also, the sound design, even in this alpha or beta, whatever it's supposed to be, is amazing. Like, if you hear that last video, it sounds incredible. So yeah, I was already like positive about it just off of what they showed and how they're using the Battlefield Labs to kind of test everything. I was in the camp that they were gonna pull it off, and this has definitely kind of boosted my expectations for this game.
Absolutely.
But yeah, how are you feeling about it after seeing what they working on?
Yeah, I looked through a lot of the leaked footage and stuff, and yeah, it made me super excited. This is what we wanted. At least this is what I wanted. I wanted more destructibility. I will say the person that's playing the game in the clips, they're kind of bad. Yeah. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, it looks good. I'm super excited for it. This has me more positive on it for sure.
Yeah, I saw a lot of positive sentiments, which hopefully, I mean, there was a lot of positive sentiment about Battlefield 2042 until people played it. But it's good to see that there's nothing but positive reception after people are playing it. So that is good to see. Hopefully they can ride this wave to launch, which is going to be before April 2026. So yeah, man, I'm super excited. Is it the return? Is this finally gonna bring Battlefield back to the Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1 level numbers?
Man, I hope so. I'm rooting for it, at least, because it might be, I'm not gonna say it's its last chance. It's Battlefield's last chance, but I'm like, Call of Duty's eating its lunch. All these freaking battle royales are eating its lunch, so it's like I don't know how many more chances they got.
Now I'm just curious to see what the new game mode or separate experience that Ripple Effect I think is making. I want to see what that is. But
Sure.
yeah, man, that is Battlefield tentatively 6. All right, let's get into our first topic. Let's talk about Skate. And they just had a recent playtest go live. And this playtest will actually be going up until the release of the game. So it's not, or I guess it is a limited time, but it's just gonna run up until it finally launches. The game still does not have a release date, but there was an uproar about this game because EA added microtransactions to this latest closed alpha playtest. So, Subegos, how are you feeling about adding microtransactions to a game that has not even released yet?
Yeah, that's I don't think it's the first time that that's happened. I'm sure I'm thinking of like maybe like Star Citizen or something like that. Probably has like a ton of microtransactions and stuff.
That game is. I'm not gonna get started on Star Citizen.
But yeah, I mean it's not a good look, but they got to make their money, but they're also refunding, right, or something like that.
So any microtransactions spent during the playtest will be refunded once the game launches.
Okay. See, in that case, it's not bad. I think, but it's like, what's the point of even doing that then, though?
I think it's
maybe to test out.
Yeah,
like,
it's just to test out the economy.
I see. Okay.
If the people playing feel like the prices are worth it, or if they see, like, I guess it's to test to see, well, if no one's really buying anything, it might be because they're too high. Maybe we should lower it, or they're buying up a lot of them. Maybe we should raise it and see if they'll still buy them. So I think that is all about testing the waters when it comes to the pricing and what they're willing to pay for a shirt versus a deck versus the wheels versus trucks.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
So you see how I just talked about Fragpunk, and another episode before this, I talked about Tribe 9 and how they were very deceptive with how they handled the progression and unlocks when it came to like the playtest that I played before the actual launch. And then you get to the actual launch and they slow down the progression, they add more currency, or they remove currency that you were able to get like in game just by playing the game. That's what Tribe 9 did. And I feel like this is actually better. I would rather have the microtransactions in the playtest and know how the economy is gonna work. And actually rate the game with that already in there.
Sure.
Then rate the game like Tribe 9. I was like, man, this game is fucking amazing because of how quickly you're progressing. You can get through the story without having to grind excessively. You can unlock characters so easily just by playing the game. And then the game actually comes out and you can't unlock any characters without grinding, and you can't get past certain levels without getting new characters or leveling up the character that you have excessively. And now that game that I was like praising is now not even the same game anymore because of the economy of the game. So this is a rare time that I will let EA slide. And I think that this is something that all playtests that will be free to play microtransaction heavy games. They should all have this in there, especially games that have it kind of, especially games like Tribe 9 where progression and like paying or playing a lot of it is kind of locked to the progression. I think Tribe 9 is probably the biggest culprit for this, just because of how the progression is locked to characters and paying money, versus like Fragpunk I can get over because it's just skins. It's like, yeah, you can unlock characters faster, but I feel like you can they give you enough freebies at the beginning where you can kind of find your favorite character at pretty shortly after. So yeah, that's how I feel. I think we should give EA a pass for this one. I know it's the easy thing to do. Everyone loves hating on EA. I feel like I defend EA too much because
Ubisoft a lot too.
Yeah, I mean, I give Ubisoft the smoke because as a company, like, I love their games, but as a company, they definitely just shoot themselves in the foot at every turn. But EA, I feel like people still hate EA for shit that happened in the past. And every time any slightly maybe negative news comes out, everyone's quick to just jump on EA and attack them. But
yeah, like the AI thing.
Yeah. But honestly, like, EA has been doing good in almost every aspect. They're putting out single player games, great single player games. They're helping indie games get out. Like they're blowing up these indie developers with the EA originals. Everything that has come out of, or I shouldn't say everything that came out of EA originals has been good, but for the most part, every game that has come out of EA originals has been the opposite of what you would expect from EA. Most of them are good. I know Immortals of Avium wasn't the best game, in like Wild Hearts? The Monster Hunter kind of game weren't the best, but a lot of people still like them for what they are, and they got to be the games that, like, the developers wanted to make the games that way. EA really didn't come in and be like, oh yeah, we're gonna come fuck up the game. Like, they let them do what they did. They funded these games and they came out how the developer wanted, and that's something that people should be praising EA for, coming from the roots. That even Dragon Age Veilguard, they let them drop that game as a single player. Now the EA boss did come out and say some stupid shit like the game should have been multiplayer and then it would have, but at the end of the day, they let Dragon Age come out how BioWare wanted it, and it didn't do well. But you know, the previous EA would have been like, nope, we're spending this into a live service game instead. But yeah, I think we need to give EA a tiny break, just a tiny one. Also, Star Wars Jedi games, amazing. They have a Star Wars RTS coming out. Like, now we can still shit on them for The Sims because they fucked The Sims all the way up. But yeah, that's my EA rant.
Sure.
Anything you want to add to this before we move on?
I mean, companies are gonna experiment with shit, so it happens. I mean, I'm not mad about it.
No doubt. All right, let's talk Nintendo, specifically the Switch 2. Yes, some Switch 2 news. A long requested feature may be coming to the Switch 2 via a patent that was released. And the news actually broke on Mario Day. So this is coming from Nintendo Everything. The writer is Brian, N.E. Brian on Twitter. Fans are poring over any detail they can find about Nintendo Switch 2 as we approach the system's proper unveiling in just a few short weeks. And now a patent has been found that points to the system possibly featuring integrated voice chat. As you may know, there isn't really a solution like that on the current Nintendo Switch. If you're interested in voice chat and with supported games, you essentially need to go through the Switch Online mobile app. With Nintendo Switch 2, however, things might be different. Nintendo filed the patent in United States in November, and it was officially published less than a month ago. In it, the document goes over implementing proximity chat in games. This would point to OS voice chat integration and the use of proximity chat in first-party games. We're still waiting to find out when Nintendo Switch 2 will be launching outside of the vague 2025 window. We could be getting an answer during the Nintendo Switch Direct on April 2nd. Something we did just learn recently is that the system is likely to feature NFC support and Wi-Fi 6, which was also patented. So, voice or proximity chat, a patent for proximity chat on the Switch 2. I do not have access to the patent for whatever reason. I wasn't able to open it. But I did see. Actually, let me go to WCCF Tech and see if I can pull it up from there. Nope, still can't pull it up. Okay, but yeah, voice chat, OS integration, proximity chat. How are we? I mean, I'm just gonna say I did say that this was gonna happen. Like, the only reason it didn't happen on the Switch one was because of the RAM limitations and them trying to basically squeeze every ounce of power for games. But with the considerable boost that the Switch 2 is getting, I always said that voice chat would be coming back. So I'm gonna chalk that up to me seeing the future.
Okay.
But yeah, how you feeling about this?
Yeah, this is this to me tells me that there's no Discord, but it's gonna be Nintendo's own thing. But yeah, it's cool. It looks like it's much needed for sure, much needed upgrades. But yeah, it's exciting.
I mean, technically,
we're almost there, bro.
Yeah, technically, this doesn't. What's the word I'm looking for? Debunk Discord being available, because Xbox has their own chat system, PlayStation has their own chat system, but they also have Discord as an alternative. Yeah. So I guess it just depends on if they work out a deal with Discord to bring it to the Switch and hopefully do a Xbox level integration versus the PlayStation one that's kind of out of the way. But yeah, specifically the proximity chat. I wish I could actually read the patent so I can see what they mean. Like, where are they patent? I hate that word. Where are they patenting? What are they patenting? Yeah. That sounds so terrible. What are they patenting?
That's funny.
Like what specifically about the proximity chat needs a patent? That's what I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's. Any guesses on that front?
Nah, I don't know. Maybe they'll do some sort of street pass type shit. You know, we'll see.
Bro, imagine playing Mario Kart. And you're at the finish line, you're in first place, everything going smooth, and then you just see a fucking Yoshi pass you, and then as he's passing you up, about to win, he just like that, don't you?
That's funny.
If they integrate voice chat into any of these multiplayer games, Smash, Mario Kart, Splatoon. Splatoon about to be so toxic, bro. Splatoon be so toxic if they add voice chat. Do you think they're gonna add actual like in-game voice chat you can talk to strangers, or you think it's gonna be friends only?
I think it's gonna be friends only.
But then, what's the point of proximity chat at that point? Why do you need proximity chat with your friend?
I don't know. I just don't trust.
You don't want to get your hopes up.
I just don't want to get my hopes up. Honestly, that's really it.
Come on, man. It's new management, bro. It's the young cats at the table now. The young cats want proximity chat. They want voice chat. That's what they grew up with. They grew up talking shit.
Cats. Sure.
This ain't RIP, but it's not Iwata's console anymore. You know, I feel like
I got you.
There's gonna be a lot of things that change with this system specifically because this is the vision of the younger Nintendo. You know, the Splatoon era Nintendo.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on this? Anything you wanted to add?
Nah, other than just we're so close. We're so close to a new Nintendo console generation.
I'm hoping that I'm okay with more features and stuff being leaked. I don't want to see any games leak until that first. I want the full surprise of everything when the direct happens.
Sure. That would be awesome. All
right, another quick topic. Moon Studios, one of my favorite indie studio. They are now fully independent after purchasing their publishing rights of No Rest for the Wicked from Take-Two. So, this is a post from Push Square. Moon Studios, the developer behind the Ori series and the upcoming PS5 game. I don't like how they said that. The upcoming Everybody game, No Rest for the Wicked, has purchased its independence from GTA publisher Take-Two Interactive. The move will allow Moon Studios to execute our vision without restrictions. So this actually was talked about during the No Rest for the Wicked Inside. It was Wicked Inside showcase that they did, and I did watch that. It was pretty good. There was a pretty sizable update for No Rest for the Wicked, but they started off saying that Take-Two closed down Private Division, which was very surprising to them, but they saw an opportunity where they went into negotiations with Take-Two to buy their publishing rights and go fully independent with No Rest for the Wicked. So, yeah, man. How are you feeling about this? It's liberating to see these small indie developers actually be able to go out on their own, not needing any of the big names to. But they even said in the inside that now they can do whatever they want. They can be more open with like the community. They don't have to abide by certain guidelines. So seems like they also are enjoying the freedom that they're getting as well. But yeah, how you feeling about this?
Yeah, dude, it's cool. It's cool to see. I'm still waiting to see the game's called No Rest for the Wicked, right?
Yep.
I'm waiting to see the console port for sure. Because it's still in early access technically, right?
Yes, it is still in early access.
Yeah, you know that I'm starting to see a lot of developers do early access now, like big and small developers. But yeah, yeah, I was seeing Jez tweet out he wants Ori 3. I think it's I would love to see that too. I think them being independent makes it easier for them to do things like that. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, they were always independent.
Yeah.
Like No Rest for the Wicked, it's not like they were owned by Take-Two. The studio itself was independent, so if they wanted to go to Xbox to make Ori 3, they could have done that at any time, which we actually talked about how Thomas Mailer was actually on the phone with, or I shouldn't say on the phone, but in contact with Microsoft about Ori 3 already. But it was just that they were publishing the game with Take-Two under Private Division, and now they are self-publishing this game, but the studio itself was independent. So it's really it just came down to No Rest for the Wicked itself now being an independent game.
Okay.
But yeah, that's either way, it's still a good thing to see. Hopefully, because the last thing you want is for funding to dry up. But at the same time, I think No Rest for the Wicked is still selling in early access, and I think they're making enough profit off of that to continue making the game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I played the game when it first launched into early access. It was all right. It wasn't as like spectacular just off the rip like Ori was.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of dropped it, but I probably will come back to it once the final game comes out, because they did just wipe progress with this new update, and I'm glad that I didn't like get super deep into it and then have my progress wiped.
Sure.
I would have hated that. So I'm gonna wait until the full release.
Okay.
But yeah, man. Shout out to Moon Studios. Ori 3, I'm calling it. It's gonna happen.
Okay.
Next generation for sure.
Got it.
All right, let's move on to some mobile gaming news. But pretty big developer or publisher. I'm actually not sure what they're supposed to be. But Niantic, yes, Niantic, you know the name from a very popular game, Pokemon Go, as well as the newest Monster Hunter Now and Pikmin Bloom. They are selling their gaming business to Scopely of Savvy Games Group, which makes the Monopoly Go game, for $3.5 billion. That's more than what Bungie cost. So yeah, I just thought this was an interesting thing that happened. Another acquisition. We haven't really seen any big acquisitions lately.
Yeah.
But yeah, Niantic, they made a name for themselves with Pokemon Go. They've had a various amount of different kind of spin-offs of that most of them have failed. There was a Harry Potter one, there was a Witcher one. Yeah, there was a lot, and they did not catch fire like Pokemon Go did. The Pokemon IP just kind of worked a little too well with the idea. But Pikmin Bloom and Monster Hunter Now does seem to have some sort of fan base in active players still using that. So yeah, but I'm pretty sure the brunt of that 3.5 million is mostly for Pokemon Go. I don't know anything about Savvy Games Group or Scopely, or never played Monopoly Go, but kudos to them. I know Monopoly Go is really huge in the mobile space. I think it's usually in the top 10 most played, or the most paid, like the top paid games, or top free. I don't know. I don't know. They make a lot of money off things. That's all I'm trying to say.
Oh, good.
But now they own another big mobile game, so they're expanding in that aspect.
Sure.
But yeah. Anything you want to say on that? It's.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Savvy Games Group, they kind of scare me. They got the money for it, so. They've been in the round for acquisitions for a bit, right?
Have they?
I think so, right? Because they've been, or maybe not acquisitions, but like investing money into like certain companies. Like I think like even like Ubisoft and stuff like that like has like a little bit of investments. Even Nintendo, I think Savvy Games Group has put a little bit of investments in. Because that's Saudi Arabia, right?
Oh, okay. So now I literally just saw that this is the Saudi Public Investment Fund.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's coming. I didn't know that was their name. But now it's all starting to make a lot of sense. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the Saudi Arabia, like the Saudi Arabian video game investment company.
Yep.
Yeah, they also own SNK. And then I'm guessing they've invested a lot into Nintendo and Ubisoft and all these other companies.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they obviously have the money, and they own Scopely, which is a money-making machine with those mobile games.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's all coming into perspective now. I thought this was just some random company. Like, yeah, it's all good. Okay.
Nah, bro. This isn't just a random company, bro.
But yeah, that's a big acquisition though. 3.5 million or billion, sorry. I think we haven't really seen anything of that caliber since the Bungie acquisition. Remember when we were like, man, acquisition season's back on the table, and then we haven't really seen shit since.
Yeah, bro.
But no doubt. Anything else you wanted to add?
Nah. Other than like I said, they terrify me a little bit.
I feel you on that. Definitely don't want them in control of any of my favorite studios. But yeah, I will say that City of the Wolves is looking good, even though they do own SNK, so I can't hate too much. Oh, okay. The Humble Game Showcase was today. I forgot about that.
Oh man.
They just showed some new gameplay for Threads of Time. I was super excited about that one. All right. Anyways, let's move on to our first big news topic.
Sure.
Death Stranding 2 on the beach. Kojima is back in his he back on his shit. And I'm just gonna go straight to you. How did you feel?
Okay.
Or like he dropped the new trailer? Did you watch the trailer?
Yeah, I watched it at work because it dropped out when I was at work. But yeah, the 10-minute trailer. I watched it. Very cinematic, very Kojima flair, of course. Honestly, bro, Kojima don't do it for me anymore, bro. Like it's exciting seeing his games and stuff, but like it's just his ideas are just so like off and strange, and it's just like I don't know. And you know me, like I deliver packages I deliver food and stuff, so it's kind of like I mean, like a game where you're delivering shit isn't really like doing it for me, you know. But it's just so weird. Like this game, I believe this game was announced after OD, right?
Yes. No.
And Fizzit. No, it wasn't.
Death Stranding 2 was announced before OD. We didn't get gameplay until after.
Okay. So it's still it was announced before. Okay, so I was gonna say like it'd just be crazy if we get both Death Stranding and Fizzit before we even like see whatever OD was like. But yeah, man. I mean, I'll say this. I'll say a positive. The Decima engine is gorgeous. I mean, we all knew that, but the landscapes that the Decima engine makes are just like some of the most beautiful landscapes I've ever seen in video games. But and honestly, that alone might make me want to check out the game. But we'll see. But yeah, I just want to say that like the landscapes are gorgeous in the game.
Yeah, so as you know, I'm an avid Death Stranding hater.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna always go out of my way to talk shit about Death Stranding and how it was a terrible video game. And no matter what y'all try to say, that shit was an overglorified walking and UPS simulator. But
yeah,
this motherfucker Kojima know how to make you want to play his fucking games, even though you in your heart of hearts you know it's gonna be some more of the same bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
But this motherfucker know how to put a trailer together like no other.
Yeah,
I can't stand this guy, bro.
He does, bro. He does, bro.
I was watching this shit and I was like, ain't no way he trying to get me. But like, he showed a lot of the action sequences.
Yeah.
But he also showed a lot of the walking bullshit that I don't want to do. So it's like, the action sequences were looking lit. And I'm like, am I able to get past the bullshit if there's a little bit more action sequence? I know director's cut actually had more action in it than the original as well. I never played the director's cut. And there was a lot more mechanically as well. But is Kojima gonna get me? Is he gonna make me? Because honestly, I do like his out there-ness when it comes to the story and shit. Now, another thing, I just do not care for sitting here watching hour-long cutscenes multiple times throughout a game.
Sure.
But I love his storytelling and his like just out there ideas and the character designs, the world design, like everything about Death Stranding besides the gameplay is like, I'm just like, man, they like this would have got me if I didn't know. Like that's how Death Stranding 1 got me, because I didn't know what the gameplay loop was.
Yeah.
But like this scene here, like you on the motorcycle shooting at the other one, crashing into it, like and then every time you see him with a gun, that shit looks peak. But then you see him carrying packages again, and you're just like, like why couldn't this just be a third-person shooter? Yeah. Like, if this was just like, if you could really just play this as a third-person shooter, like you had the choice to make it like 75% third-person shooter, 25% UPS. I'd be all over this. Make it 25% third-person shooter, 75% UPS. I can't, bro. I really can't. Well, I can't even say it, the real is gonna be 50% cutscenes, and then it's 15% third-person shooter, 35% third-person shooter, because there's too many fucking cutscenes, bro. Yeah. I can't do that. That's the most likely, like, not even like the UPS stuff is one thing, but them damn cutscenes is such a turn off. Yeah. I love a good story every now and then, but it's excessive, bro. This trailer is like this trailer is literally like the the amount of cutscenes to gameplay that you'll actually be playing. Like it's 75% cutscenes, 25% actual gameplay. But I think this is definitely gonna score way higher than the original version.
Yeah,
I think this is gonna score in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever has that on their
Chuck.
Chuck does, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even gonna matter for him though.
Yeah, shout out to Chuck.
Because he only has like 4 games on his list, and 2 of them got canceled.
So yeah, Death Stranding 2 is gonna do numbers when it comes to the critics, because now liking Death Stranding is the cool thing. It was all of the journals that gave it bad reviews. They've been thoroughly reprimanded, and they've been banished from the industry, and now only people who enjoy Death Stranding are here.
That's
like,
funny.
how dare you give this walking simulator a 60? So yeah, this game is gonna now. Do you think, because sales were not good for Death Stranding at launch, but then you saw the sales kind of slowly pick up over the years as more and more people started to kind of come around to it. I think this one's gonna be a pretty big seller too. I think we're gonna see like 5 million by the end of this year.
If they put it on PC, for sure.
I
don't think it's gonna sell 5 mil on just PlayStation 5. I could be wrong though.
I think it will.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, man. PlayStation fans love cutscenes. They don't have to actually play a game. They can just sit there and watch cutscenes the whole time. Bro.
Funny. I guess I didn't think of it like that, for sure.
But yeah. And did I say that this motherfucker Kojima knows how to put together a goddamn trailer?
He does.
Like
he
that
does.
solid, the fake snake at the end of the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's about to do gangbusters.
The streets were going crazy for that too.
Bruh. Yeah, it's gonna do gangbusters, bro. I'm telling you. So yeah,
okay.
I don't want to be excited for this game.
Yeah.
But I think I am excited for this game, and I hate that I am. I don't like this feeling that I have.
I got you.
But that's how I feel about Death Stranding 2.
Okay.
Any final thoughts?
Nah. I mean, I think they announced the release date, right?
Yep.
It was June something?
June 26th, which is sooner than I expected.
Yeah, it is. I think that that rules out Yote for the summer.
Oh yeah, I never thought that was coming summer.
I wanted it to come summer, but what's it called? Yeah, that rules out Yote for summer.
I hope Yote launches within a week of GTA 6.
Next to GTA?
Yeah.
That'd be hella funny.
I hope that shit gets horizoned.
That would kill me, bro, because I like Sucker Punch. But,
and then Sucker Punch closes down. It's a wrap.
Oh no, nah, they can't, bro. Don't put that out into the world, bro.
Man, sorry, they're not gonna close down. They're gonna get engulfed into making. They're gonna
Naughty
be
Dog
the
Lord?
Yeah, I was going Naughty Dog Junior.
That's funny. That would hurt, bro. That would hurt my soul. That would hurt my soul.
But yeah. Shout out to the Decimate engine. That's the only good thing to come out of Guerrilla Games since Killzone Shadowfall.
Messy.
All right, let's move on to our next topic.
Sure.
let's talk about Xbox and their next generation plans, because shout out to Jez Corden. He came with the exclusive report about Xbox's new hardware plans. And that will begin with a gaming handheld set for later this year, with full next-gen consoles targeting 2027. So, this is from Windows Central. Microsoft's full foray into PC gaming handhelds begins with a partner device set to launch later this year, with its own Xbox Series X/S successors now fully in production. Here's your first glimpse at Xbox's next-gen hardware plans, and some parts are being executed more quickly than you might think. The Xbox Series XS generation has been a bit of an odd one. Microsoft's Xbox console hardware sell-through has declined quarter over quarter for some time, but Xbox's addressable monthly active user base has been skyrocketing, owing to the purchase of Activision Blizzard. Armed with mobile games like Diablo Immortal, Candy Crush Saga, and Hearthstone, atop core games like Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, and Overwatch, Microsoft's future in gaming is all but guaranteed. What has been a little less clear is Xbox's plans for hardware. Microsoft has been putting its exclusive console games like Forza Horizon 5 onto PlayStation to help grow the profitability of its business. In the near term, addressing users where they are is far more cost effective than what Microsoft would need to spend to acquire new Xbox console users potentially. However, the strategy has been questioned for the long-term damage it might do to Xbox console hardware. Microsoft appears keen to continue servicing its legacy Xbox audience with new hardware regardless, and over the past few months, I've been working to figure out exactly what that might look like. Here's what I've learned. First up, Microsoft is working with a PC gaming OEM, think Asus, Lenovo, MSI, Razer, etc., on an Xbox branded gaming handheld, surprisingly slated for later in 2025 if plans are met. Codenamed Keenan, but where's Kale? This gaming handheld will look unmistakably Xbox, we're told, complete with an official Xbox guide button and Xbox design sensibilities. Given that this is a partner device similar to Lenovo's Steam OS partnership with Valve, I expect this handheld to be more PC oriented. Keenan is almost definitely running full Windows, but in the Microsoft Store and PC Game Pass front and center, alongside the ability to install things like Steam. This device will likely serve, at least in part, as a research experience for Microsoft. I expect the handheld will test new Windows 11 device-aware capabilities while reducing third-party OEM bloatware that are typical of devices like the Lenovo Legion Go and Asus ROG Ally. I expect Microsoft will leverage widgets on the Xbox Game Bar on PC for controlling things like TDP and fan speed, while hopefully having a more streamlined OS experience for controller use. Of course, existing PC gaming OEMs will benefit from these efforts as well, but the research will also help with Microsoft's further out plans. Because indeed, our sources also indicate that Microsoft's internal successor to the Xbox Series XS platform has been fully greenlit all the way up to CEO Satya Nadella. For now, I understand that Microsoft's next-gen hardware plans include a premium successor to the powerful Xbox Series X, alongside its own Xbox gaming handheld and several new controller options. Tentatively, these new console devices are slated for 2027. It seems that the next-gen Xbox consoles will be closer to Windows than ever before, reducing the amount of work developers have to commit when porting from PC. I understand that they will continue to support backwards compatibility with legacy Xbox games too, however. Xbox President Sarah Bond previously announced a project team specifically designed to promote backwards and forwards compatibility for existing Xbox games to that end. Xbox lead Phil Spencer has teased in previous interviews a desire to support third-party storefronts on Xbox hardware too, including platforms like the Epic Game Store, GOG, itch.io, and even Steam itself. There's every reason to presume AI will have a role to play next gen, as well as Xbox Cloud capabilities. Microsoft's new controllers have direct-to-cloud connectivity, from what I've been told, and more intelligently allow players to switch them between different devices. Of course, there are plenty of logistical issues to overcome with regard to some of these plans, Always note that plans might change between now and 2027. Consider this a preview of what could come to pass as we wait for official reveals from Microsoft itself. Okay, there's a little bit more. I'll just read it. A plurality of devices are on the way for Xbox fans, new and old. Xbox's multi-device future revolves around meeting players exactly where they are, regardless of device, geography, or playstyle. Its acquisition of Activision Blizzard accelerated that vision, anchoring Microsoft as a gaming company for the foreseeable future. Microsoft's slate of upcoming games is stronger than ever, and the possibilities for integration between Game Pass, Battle.net, Cloud, and Microsoft's mobile games also offer tantalizing potential. Microsoft's strategy has de-emphasized its own Xbox console audience as its main growth vector, however, which has put stressors on the brand. I've argued in previous editorials that Microsoft needs to bring its core audience along for the ride, rather than leave them behind, and its hardware plans seem to be doing exactly that. By linking Xbox to Windows, Microsoft can cast off the need to build a system that is completely lockstep with PlayStation on features and power. Microsoft could potentially target a more powerful box more in line with higher-end PCs, giving developers an easier time to optimize their Windows PC version, specifically for the next-gen Xbox console. Thanks to the Xbox Series S, Microsoft already has a large amount of games that could be more easily ported to a handheld-type system too. The strong possibility that these feature systems remain backwards compatible ensures that those of us who are digitally locked to the Xbox ecosystem will have a place to upgrade in the future. Future Xbox games will likely be Windows oriented, hopefully with Xbox Play Anywhere as a default licensing model. Of course, there's still so much we don't know, and you can only speculate upon for now. So yeah, we get in a PC, an OEM partnered PC handheld coming later this year with that's more in line with Xbox. And then we are also getting in 2027 handheld and a more powerful like home console. So how are we feeling about the next gen plans, multiple devices, backwards forwards compatible, AI, cloud, everything coming together?
Yeah, it's I'm actually excited to see this device this year because you know, as you've known, I have a little bit of woes with my Steam Deck. Like, I like it. It's good for like indie games. It's good for older games, but you know, there's no Game Pass on it. Well, at least like natively. Yeah. You can only use Game Pass through cloud, and it's but like the Steam Deck OLED has a 90 hertz panel, but it's not 120. No VRR, stuff like that. I just feel like it could be like I'm itching for a way better handheld, like other than my Switch, of course. But yeah, I would like to get a handheld that has the PC Game Pass stuff, for sure. So I'm excited for this the new devices coming out this year. Probably going to be the ROG Ally 2 from Asus. Probably just will be Xbox branded, which is I think it's smart though. I think it's smart going that route for sure. But yeah, and then the next gen plans, I think we've already been on board with the console handheld SKU thing that they've been doing. Yep. I thought that they would have it by next year, but it seems like they need a little bit more time, so which is fine. That would probably give us a better product. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I just hope they put a freaking X3D chip into that console, bro. That's what I'm hoping for. They put an X3D chip in there, it's gonna be nasty.
I don't think so, bro.
You don't think they're gonna do it?
I think the chip that they're gonna use is gonna be a lot different from the Zen architecture.
Okay. Damn. That's disappointing, man.
That's just me, because I think they're gonna be going more AI based and using NPU. And I don't think AMD is going to be the route that they take for that. But that's just how I'm looking into it.
I see.
But yeah, as far as the hardware plans, I don't have any interest in a PC handheld. Unless they
Switch 2, right?
yeah, Switch 2 is really the only thing that matters to me. Now, the actual official Xbox handheld that bridges the gap between PC and the Xbox console, that is something that's more in line with what I would be wanting.
Sure.
Now, would I get another full, powerful set-top Xbox? I don't know if I actually would, though. That's the thing. I don't know. Like, the handheld would probably be my only. That would be the console that I get for the Xbox next generation. I don't think I would actually get another home console, just because my PC is basically my home console already.
Yeah.
And if that handheld is dockable, then I really don't need to own the Xbox and the PC and the handheld. Seems like redundant at that point.
I see what you're saying.
But yeah, that's really how I'm feeling. I'm more excited to see how they differentiate their console, their software, AI, cloud, bringing all of that together to make an ultimate console without exclusives to be the biggest selling point. That's really the thing I'm most curious about. I want to see more about the software than the hardware.
I see.
Because that's really where that's gonna be the game changer. Like, there's only so much that you can do nowadays with diminishing returns when it comes to making a console more powerful.
Yeah.
As we can see with the PS5 Pro. So
Sure.
I'm more invested in what Xbox is doing in the software front.
Okay.
But yeah. But that's not the end of the story, because John Clark of Xbox Era did do a little sneaky link under Jess Corden's tweet with his article, where he tweets, "Psst, it's Asus." So Asus is tentatively the official OEM for that PC handheld that's coming out later this year, which makes a lot of sense because the Asus ROG Ally is probably the closest to an Xbox handheld that we have gotten.
Yeah.
So if you're a fan of that, I'm pretty sure this will be a good one for you. Hopefully the UI stuff, which is the biggest negative that I hear about the Asus ROG Ally, having an actual partnership with Xbox kind of takes that out of the picture.
Yeah.
Basically makes it the perfect device. Was there anything else that I missed? I feel like no, that might have been it. So let's see if I missed anything. So this is Kami. Oh, so this is Okami 13. He did a roundup of the notepad that Tom Warren did for The Verge, where he added some additional information. So Xbox and Asus are reportedly teaming up on an Xbox branded handheld likely to release later this year. Codenamed Project Keenan, which we already knew, manufactured by Asus, part of a large effort to unify Windows and Xbox towards a universal library of Xbox and PC games. Project Bayside is also seeking to create a common Xbox UI across multiple devices. Microsoft is also working on on creating a single store for Windows and Xbox games and an easier path for developers to build titles across handhelds, console, and PC. All right. In-game, if they can unify the Windows Store and the Xbox console store, that's where they win, because the worst thing is buying a game on Xbox or buying a game on the Windows Store, going to your Xbox or going to your PC and then realizing that game does not play on the other device. Or you want to play a game on PC, and I just love the Windows. Like, I prefer buying games in the Windows Store, honestly. So I hate how limited the Windows Store is when it comes to just buying a game. Also, like, most of the Game Pass games are there, but if I want to buy, say, Split Fiction, which I was trying to buy, I wanted to be play anywhere, so I could be able to play on Xbox and PC, but no, that's not in the Windows Store. It's not play anywhere.
Yeah.
But also, what was I just about to say?
When the Windows Store.
I forgot. But yeah, Windows Store. What was I talking about? So I don't know. But yeah, that's I guess that's it for now.
Okay.
It might come to me later. But yeah, unifying the Windows Store and Xbox, that's the real goal here. Like, that would be the ultimate Xbox experience. And also UI. If somehow they make an Xbox UI that I can load to, like, I can boot my PC up and it'll go into the Xbox UI automatically, and I can just use my controller to navigate. And then when I want to use Windows, I can just kind of just like Steam OS, what is it called? Steam. What's the big picture mode?
Yeah, big picture mode.
Just like big picture mode, but just more integrated with Windows. That's my dream. But yeah, how are you feeling about the unified store and Project Bayside bringing a common Xbox UI across multiple devices?
Yes, I'm all for it. I'm absolutely all for it. I'm actually with you on the Windows Store thing. Like, especially if a game lets you like gives you the Xbox copy and the PC copy and all that, and I definitely will get it on the Windows Store. Like Pirate Yakuza, that's literally one of them. Infinite Wealth as well. Most of Sega's games are like that. But yeah, it's just more convenient for me because then I could have it on my Xbox, I could have it on my PC. So yeah, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. I was gonna say the one time where Play Anywhere actually wronged me was that when Fragpunk's console version got delayed, you can't play Fragpunk on the Windows Store either, because it's linked to the console version. So I was upset about that, but luckily the progression and my playtest stuff carried over to the Steam version as well. So I was like, okay,
that's good.
All right, but anything else you want to talk about as far as Xbox next gen and the handheld coming out this year?
No, like I said, I'm excited for it. I might end up selling my Steam Deck OLED for it. If not, then I could always just wait and see. But yeah, hopefully it's not super expensive. If it's like $500-$600, I'll be happy about that.
I'm gonna say $599 for the price.
$599?
Yeah, I'm gonna say for maybe a $499 version for like low storage, maybe not the highest end chipset. How there's the extreme and then the not extreme. But I think $599 is gonna be like the good one.
Yeah, I think I would if it's $5.99. I'm okay with that. Honestly, uh, I would. I was thinking, yeah, like 500, $600. If they could get it within that price range, I'd be happy.
All right. Let's go on to our last topic. Gears of War collection is back into the rumor mill. This game has been, or collection of games, I should say, it's been first rumored by Special Nick, so we always gotta shout out Special Nick. He's just always a little too early with his predictions because he was definitely one of the first. Even Just Corden used to talk about how he's never heard anything about this game, and he always made fun of Special Nick because of it.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's finally coming to fruition because now we have multiple insiders claiming that they have, know that Gears of War collection is indeed coming out this year, with the caveats.
Yeah.
It will feature co-op and single player campaigns, but no PvP. So we didn't talk about this, right? We didn't talk about this.
No.
Okay, I know we did on. I know I did on Project Untitled. I was trying to make sure I'm not repeating a topic. But yeah, this came out. Oh, yeah, it came out the day after, so I think we're good. All right. So yeah, Gears of War collection, no PvP. Now, I love. I won't say I love Gears of War PvP. I like Gears of War PvP for our time for sure. And then it gets a little too much for me with the shotgun madness. But it has its
wall
place.
bouncing and all that shit.
It has its place, especially when a new game comes out. It's always fun to jump into when everyone's still noobs. But I do love Gears 2 and Gears 3 multiplayer specifically. So when this collection was first rumored, I'm expecting Halo Master Chief Collection, but it's Gears. You get all the campaigns remastered, all the multiplayers in there as well. Maybe not as intricate as Halo, where you're kind of mix and matching the modes and maps and like all of that they, what is the composer, I think. Maybe nothing intricate like that, but at least just being able to boot up the game and go straight into the campaigns or go straight into the multiplayer. But it seems that is not the case. So Subegos, are you a fan of Gears multiplayer?
I like Gears multiplayer, but I'm not gonna lie, I really only just play the campaign. I remember in Gears like 3 and 2, I used to play the Horde mode a lot.
Yeah, Horde mode.
But when I play multiplayer, I feel like the player pool for Gears is, for multiplayer, it's small, and it's like the people that do play it are like super tryhards. It's kind of just like Halo Infinite in a sense, where it's like the people that are playing Halo Infinite now are pretty much the tryhards that are playing it. So it makes it not as fun to play, in my opinion. But it's fun though if you're in like a casual match. But for the most part, you face the sweats, and then you see everyone wall bouncing and shit and fucking nashing you to hell and stuff. So it's not as fun, honestly. But yeah. It's just if you play it, expect to play against the sweats, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I feel like no matter what they try to do, Nashers and wall bounce is the meta for every single game.
Yep.
There's really no use of using other weapons.
Absolutely.
But yeah, but how are you feeling about the lack of multiplayer in these collections?
I think I don't want to say it's a good move because I would love for it to at least have the multiplayer, but it makes sense. They're older games. You probably just if you're gonna play multiplayer, you probably just want to play the newest one, like Gears 5 or something, or maybe they're holding off for
E-Day.
E-Day multiplayer potentially. But it wasn't the rumors like a little bit ago that E-Day might what's it called? E-Day might only be a campaign as well, or am I tripping?
I think I saw something, but I don't remember it being like anything substantial, if I remember.
Gotcha. Okay. No worries. But yeah, either way, I'm excited for these games to come back, even though they look fucking good as is on the Xbox. They have the FPS boost, HDR, all that stuff on there. So, but yeah, I mean, it's exciting for sure.
Yeah, man. For me, I wouldn't have went back and played these multiplayers, and I understand from a business perspective that like splitting the basis, especially with a new game with multiplayer coming out, it would probably kind of be like how Halo Infinite came out, and then people flocked back to Halo Master Chief Collection.
Yeah.
Which I feel like if Halo Master Chief Collection didn't exist, then most Halo fans would have just stuck through with Halo Infinite. But when you have the games that are like, oh, I don't like these changes that they made with Gears E-Days multiplayer, the shotgun is no longer the meta. You can actually use every gun now. I don't like that. I'm going back to Gears Collection multiplayer, and I'm just gonna play that. So I can see something like that happening. But also, I don't think Gears multiplayer is as big as Halo.
Yeah, I agree.
And I feel like there's really only the newest game, which is 5, and Gears of War 2. Those are probably the most, like, those are the big active ones. Whereas Halo, it felt like there's a certain community who loves Halo 1, and there is a big community there. There's a big community who loves Halo 2, and there's a big community that loves Halo 3. No one loves Halo 4 multiplayer, but so I feel like at that point you are getting, you're not really gaining anything by adding those multiplayers to the game, in my opinion. And personally, it just wouldn't really do anything for me. So that's where I'm at with that. I feel like it's okay. We'll be okay without it. Now, the only thing I will say, I probably would have jumped on for the sole fact that we'll be playing against PlayStation players who never played Gears before.
they're gonna be garbage.
Dog shit. And it would have been fun. It would have been fun to just smack them up.
Yeah.
But we gonna let them make it this time.
Okay.
Did you have any thoughts on Gears going to PlayStation 5 day one? The collection?
Nah, I don't. It doesn't bother me. I mean, it probably should bother me, but it doesn't.
We've been desensitized.
Nah, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Those are old ass games. I played those back in fucking 2010, 2011, 2012, all that shit. So
yeah, I also think this collection is more about being a way to get people caught up for Gears of War E-Day. Specifically, specifically people who never played Gears before, or it's been a long time since they played Gears, because they're going back to the original duo, Marcus and Dom. So it makes sense to have their trilogy for the new audience, like raised up for the new audience, more accessible.
I see.
and the multiplayer wouldn't really make that experience, or like it wouldn't add anything to getting people prepared for E-Day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, besides the multiplayer, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. I'm excited that it's coming out this year.
Sure.
I also have that on I picked that up on Fantasy Critic.
Wait, what game?
Gears Collection.
Oh, this guy, bruh.
I love these
That's funny.
unannounced games. I'll be like, oh, it's coming out this year, rumors say. I'm
This
getting
fucking
that
guy.
before anybody even realized. Got it for $0. Oh yeah, shout out to the Gears Collection. That's gonna be a 90 plus for sure.
Sure.
Nah, look. I'm gonna predict the Xbox tax right now. Last of Us remake, no multiplayer. They cut out the multiplayer. 90 plus. We gonna get this Gears Collection. No multiplayer. 80, 85. They gonna drop. You gonna see reviews that say it could have been a 10, but there was no multiplayer, so I have to drop it down a point or two. Like I'm telling you, it's gonna happen, bro. But if journals decide to not, they agree not to Xbox tax on this game, it's gonna be a 90 plus, because all three of those games are amazing 90 plus games. And if they used Unreal Engine 5 to remake or like remaster all three games, yeah, bro, it's gonna be an experience. But yeah, that is all I gotta say on this. Anything you want to add?
Other than charge them for the 5-day early access, $100 for those 3 games.
If it, I would love if Xbox, like, I want Xbox to be super petty. I wish that they would. I want them to charge them extra for like Forza, Gears, and Halo, like the big
$79.99.
yeah, $79.99 for the standard. Just add $10 to each, and then call it the PlayStation tax.
That'd be hella funny, bro. Hey, I mean, PlayStation already has a tax. You spend more on PlayStation Store than you do on the other stores.
Yeah, man. So I want Xbox to just be petty for once. Just do it for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I gotta say. With that is it. That is all we have for you guys today. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and to all the people leaving comments in the chat. We do appreciate your support. Make sure you guys hit that like, because we love you guys and it helps us grow this channel. If you're not subscribed and you enjoyed the show, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated for when Dual-Wield Gaming Podcast premieres. Now let's get these outros out the way. The Bagels short show today. We made it. We set a time and we did it. It worked out perfectly. But yeah, where can we find you, man? What you got going on?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's big things. There's a reason why the show is a little shorter today. But I just want to say thank you, man, for accommodating my schedule. I appreciate it. I mean, that.
Honestly, there wasn't too many like really big topics to go over.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it wasn't too big of a week, for sure. Other than like a couple games and stuff, but like Death Stranding and all that. But yeah, y'all can see me. I haven't streamed in a minute. I need to get back to it. But twitch.tv/Subegels. We'll get to it. I definitely want to stream Split Fiction, but I'm just kind of having difficulties finding someone to play it with because my schedules don't align with fucking anyone, it seems. But yeah, twitch.tv/Subegels. Check out Lords of Gaming on YouTube. I'm gonna have something dropping soon-ish, and then especially next week on the 18th. I should have something big coming out then. So yeah, a brand new game. NDA boys, you know. But yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting for sure.
Right. As for myself, you can find me on Twitter at PastaFeet F3ET. You can find me on twitch.tv/Don Solo SOLOW. I was not able to stream this week because I moved my PC and that I had a whole fiasco with that where I couldn't even play anything because the Wi-Fi on my PC was so bad that it couldn't even check to see if I owned the game. Like, so it wouldn't even open some of my games. It sucked. But I got an extra long Ethernet cord now because that is yeah. So we're Gucci now. And then you can find me right here on YouTube at Don Otaku, where not only do we do the Dual-Wield Gaming Podcast, but we also do Project Untitled Gaming Podcast every Saturday live, where we read your comments and react. So make sure you guys pull up for that. It's a very fun show. And we're also trying to cut back a little bit of the length of that as well.
Okay.
Trying to cut back on the foreskin, you know what I mean?
That's funny.
But anything we want to leave for the people before we get out of here? The bagels.
For the peeps, collect physical media.
Oh hell no! Actually, let's end this shit right now.
I just got a vinyl or record player. Been collecting some vinyls. You know, it's exciting, man. It's exciting. Yeah. So collect that physical media.
No doubt. And as for myself, just, you feel me? Just, you know what I mean? Just, you know, just do that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Just do it. You know what I mean? Nah. You know what I mean? But stop procrastinating. That's what I gotta say.
Absolutely.
I'm a master procrastinator.
Same.
And I'm getting. Actually, I shouldn't even say that. There's only certain things I procrastinate. When it comes to most things, I try to get it out the way as early as possible. But I had a procrastination little thing that happened that kind of fucked me over. So it's not good. Don't put things off to the last minute. It's better to get it out the way as soon as possible. But yeah, that's my advice for y'all guys. Let's get out of here. Peace out. Enjoy your week, your weekend, months, years, life, all that. Bye-bye.